Hello everyone, this is Marcia. You're with me on English on a Platter. I have a video here on how to understand spoken English using 3 criteria, and they are as follows. The first criterion is direction of communication. Does the communication involve an exchange or not? There are 2 possibilities. It could be one-way communication or two-way communication. If it's one-way communication, the speaker is expressing him or herself but isn't sharing in an exchange with others. So information is going one way from the speaker. There is no expectation or anticipation on the part of the speaker to get a response from anyone. If at all there is an audience, it could be that someone is just speaking out loud to themselves, and it could be that there are others who are giving audience to what is being said, but there is no expectation on the part of the speaker for a response. So an example of one-way communication is an announcement. Other examples are presentations, recorded demonstrations, lectures, briefings, and dictations. On the other hand, communication can be two-way. In that case, participants are both listening and talking with each other. And this is the kind of communication you're likely to find in meetings, interviews, discussions, live demos. The second criterion is tone. When we talk about tone, the question to be asked, or rather the question to be answered is, how is the speaker saying this? And does it give a hint of the speaker's attitude or feelings about the subject being addressed? Once again, there are 2 possibilities. The tone can either be cooperative or competitive. Now, when the tone is cooperative, it serves to exchange information and build rapport, or to facilitate the exchange of information and the building of rapport. So an example of where you would find a cooperative tone, not quite sure why I got tongue twisted, would be during a joint venture partnership contract negotiation. Partners are likely to be interested in finding a win-win solution where everybody involved walks away with some kind of gain and advantage. Alternatively, a competitive tone is one that serves to win an argument or convince another participant or a third-party observer about the merit of a certain point of view or course of action. And an example of this would be what you would find in a senior management deliberation about new company policy alternatives and budgetary allocations. So imagine a company having deliberations about their planning for the next year, or they're working on a long-term plan and they're looking at budgetary allocations for the programs that respective departments are responsible for operationalizing. It could be that if resources are limited and the heads of the departments need to make a case as to why they should get a larger share of the budgetary allocations, then that's where you're likely to experience a competitive tone at work. Finally, the third criterion I'd like to leave with you is the purpose of speech. And the question to be answered is, why is the speaker saying this? Now, you're likely to find a general purpose for anything being said, and that speaks to the main aim or broad intent of what is being said. There are different types of general purposes. One is to inform or to help you to learn. Another, and let me give you an example. We could be talking about the stock market launch, a stock market launch presentation. Another type of general purpose is to persuade, and that serves to convince you to change your attitude or behavior, or to accept or approve or buy into something. So an example of that would be when a business pitch is being made or a sales presentation is being made. There could be the general purpose of entertaining. It could be to entertain or to amuse you. An example of this would be an informal account of things experienced on a business trip. So you go on a business trip, a colleague goes on a business trip, and you come back and you're having some kind of relaxed moment, and you're just sharing what happened on the trip. There is also another kind of general purpose, and this is the last I'll leave with you. That is to inspire. And that serves to encourage you to attain goals and ideals and your highest potential. So an example of that would be a client testimonial. Now, apart from a general purpose for whatever is being said, it could be that specific purposes, one or more specific purpose, is subsumed within that general purpose. And so when we talk about specific purposes, we're talking about the specific action or actions that a speaker wants you to take during or after listening to him or her. And an example of specific purposes for each of the examples we looked at under the general purpose would be as follows. If the general purpose is to inform, such as would happen during a stock market launch presentation, a specific purpose could be for you to invest in a company's initial public offering when it opens in the stock market. If the general purpose is to persuade, such as during a business pitch or a sales presentation, and let's zoom in on the sales presentation. It could be that the specific purpose that the speaker or presenter is aiming for is to get you to purchase a business credit card. If the if the general purpose is to entertain you, such as the informal account of things experienced during the business trip, it could be that a specific purpose is to help those involved in the small talk, to relax and build rapport at a corporate retreat. And finally, under the general purpose of to inspire, as seen in a client testimonial, or heard rather in a client testimonial, it could be that the specific purpose is to motivate others to sign up for a vendor's services or products. And the last thing I would like to attach to all of this is that sometimes a speaker has more than one purpose for saying something. However, what is important is that you identify the primary purpose for what is being said, even if there are multiple purposes. So you want to keep these high-level criteria in your mind as you listen to English, and you will be well on your way to simplifying what you hear. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please like and share my video with whoever else you think may benefit from it. You are also welcome to subscribe to the channel for other videos when they become available. You may also join my private Facebook group where you'll get support if you're a non-native English speaker who would like to improve your English communication skills. I also have prepared a free training that will reveal to you a simple and highly effective two-step process for taking your English to an advanced level. You can access these things using the link below. Connect with me on social media, and I hope to see you in the next video. It was my pleasure. This is Marsha. Until next time, bye-bye.